So
Let's
it's
see what
Charlene, right?
it is. Charlene, yes.
Well, congratulations on being the
Yes.
number 2 winner of my contest for a
Oh,
free
thank
reading.
you. Oh, I
You're
was so
welcome.
excited. I was like, yay. I
Oh,
always
I'm
love this stuff. So,
awesome. So you're already a believer, so that's great. And
yes.
I feel like you don't really have any expectations, which is going to make your reading great. I feel like you're so open to whatever wants to come through.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's awesome. I just heard your dad was here, so I don't know whether is he deceased or is he still with us?
He is still here with us.
Okay. So know that they will want to talk about your dad today.
Okay.
Okay. And what is your date of birth?
June 5 of 66.
And are you tired today?
Not today, but I typically I'm always tired, but not
Yeah,
so much today.
oh yeah, I should give you my speech of how I do my job, which is my sign to the spiritual realm that I'm ready to work. So I'm an empathic psychic medium and angel intuitive. And
Okay.
so I'm able to feel other people's energy in my body as though it's my own. That's the empath part. So if you do notice changes to my mood, tone, or energy, please know I'm still in the process of your emotions. Um,
Okay.
one of the problems I face as an angel intuitive is sometimes calling people out on sometimes like personal growth messages or like sobriety messages because people
Right.
don't really like to hear those kinds of stuff. So sometimes when I do share stories of my own experience, it's to make you comfortable. It's not me projecting. Um,
Okay. All
yeah.
right.
So I don't see messages through the lens of myself, just so you know that, but sometimes it can sound that way. So I want to talk about your dad.
Okay.
And so what they just did was they put like a bunch of like talents and interests together. So I saw like a baseball club and like cards and like all these activities. So I'm assuming this is a symbol for he had a lot of activities that he did with you growing up. Does that make sense?
Yes and no. Yeah. We didn't have the closest relationship, but when you say baseball and cards, I mean he's big sports guy and he did collect a lot of baseball cards and more so my brother played the sport, so he was more involved with my brother with that stuff. But
Right. But it's just Spirit's way of acknowledging something that's unique and special to your dad because I'm
okay.
not, yeah, yeah, just to
Yep.
like let you know that this is real.
Okay.
And so I was curious. I just tuned into his health. And Archangel Raphael said there's like a heavy feeling around his chest lately. So that I'm
Yep.
not sure what you understand. You do understand?
Yep. I do. Yep.
What would that be?
He's been diagnosed with atrial fibrillation in his heart, which
Sorry.
isn't, yeah, but it's actually not really serious. They've been monitoring it, and he may have to get a pacemaker, but his doctor actually said no, it's nothing to be really concerned about at this point, thank goodness. But
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
It's just to validate, something unique
yes,
about your dad that only you would know to validate the angels are in fact here. And
yeah,
they know about it, right? And they're like, hey,
right,
there's this insight. We're in your life. And I feel like
awesome,
that's what I love about angel readings is they're really just about you. You're not living alone.
right, yeah. When we always say we're so alone, and they say we're really not alone, right? So,
Exactly.
um,
Like these angels are, they're not just around us to help us to manifest miracles, although that's a big part of what they do. They're also there to give us comfort and ease. And they can see that, making certain decisions in your life or having certain pieces of information would be helpful for you, then they're going to take your reading today as their opportunity to provide it.
awesome, that's
So
fantastic.
yeah, so I'm excited about what messages are gonna want to come through for you. I was told that because I said I'm very nosy, by the way. So that makes me, I think, a great psychic because I'm always asking your angels questions while we're talking. I'm going, so why is she tired? Why
Yeah,
this? Why that? I'm very much,
yes.
my parents will tell you, like she asked a lot of why questions when she was growing up. And I still do that because I'm nosy. And they said like she's absorbed actually quite a lot of other people's energy in her field.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
do you consider yourself to be like a bit of an empath? Because they said you're a very loving person, and they said
Yeah.
you've actually taken on too much of this.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I would agree with that. Yes. Yeah, especially since I really started this whole spiritual journey, I guess about 18 months ago. And so, yeah, anyways, I think I'm just being so, and I am taking a lot on. I want to learn so much. And as far as, yes, I would say around me and trying to help other people, I'm definitely one of those. I have a hard time saying no. And, I take a lot of, one of those, right? People pleaser. I'm really working on that one.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, that kind of thing. So,
So know that this insight is about different ways that the angels want you to clear that energy. And the first thing that came up for you was that working with the violet flame, which is the
okay.
spiritual light that you can call in, called the violet fire. And it works with Saint Germain, Archangel Zadkiel, Metatron, Michael, Raphael. And you can just literally surround yourself or visualize surrounding yourself right now with these four angels and their power. And not like Power Rangers, they said. That's Raphael. He's the humorous angel. He's always making jokes. He's like, I'm not like a Power Ranger, Julie. You're making me sound like,
That's great.
well, I do like
Oh,
Marvel characters. Um, but he's like, we're not that way.
we're
Don't let,
not that.
yeah, he's like, don't let Julie, you know, um, confuse you. So, but you want to imagine them like surrounding you with their light and the violet fire and just sort of burning up. You want to visualize burning up your field, your auric field, even getting into your skin. And if there's anything right now, so we'll just kind of do it together. If there's anything that you'd like
Okay.
to release to them. So just effectively listening to the angels is about breathing. Because I always say if you could take a deep breath, you can let them in.
Okay.
So we'll say Archangel Michael and Zadkiel, please surround us both now with your violet fire. And Saint Germain and Raphael are also here. They're like, yes, we want to come in too. Yes, you can come in. And just imagine these pillars are just starting to come up. It will actually feel cool and not warm. I know you get hot a lot, right?
Yes, lately I have, yes. I'm kind of going through that change of life. So yes,
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that. So,
I heard
so
that.
not from
Boy.
like the other side of the city, but from your angels is what I mean. Like, oh, there's somebody in menopause over in Bonavista. Vista. No, it's not like that. Can you imagine if my gift worked like that? I'd be in trouble.
No doubt. That's funny.
Okay, so violet flames are around us, and it's just that they're going to start with the auric field, which goes out about like quite a few feet from like our physical body. I can't remember the exact. I'd have to ask Marcia Reed or Jeannette or somebody, but so they're just starting there, and then they just kind of work in a little bit closer. I'm not really good at memorizing facts or figures, so I'm just like a little blonde that way. So, and how do you connect to like the dizziness and headaches?
Um, yeah, that's been as recently though. It was I got my doctor told me I had what do you call it? A sinus infection. Of recent. But yeah, that's been a while though that I sometimes will be feeling a little dizzy, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, it's my body. I don't know. I've been going through a lot of different things. I think just with the age
Hmm.
and off balance, your equilibrium, that kind of stuff. Not craziness, but it seems to be yeah one of those things that I've been probably dealing with now for I don't know a few years.
Yeah, they're making me feel it. And it's like they're connecting it to my stomach and to my crown chakra. Um,
Okay.
and so what they just said is you have to do some detoxification. And they
Okay.
just showed me apples because I'm nosy again. And I said,
Oh,
what does she need to do her detox? And then they showed me apples, specifically
okay.
red and green ones. Are those Macintosh, I think? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and the green or the Granny Smith. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, the green
girl knows
ones.
her fruit.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, and then I said, so then they need to forgive to open the crown because I said, what's with the headaches? And they said she needs forgiveness. So there's like this forgiveness piece around your dad that, they did kind
Um,
of bring in at the beginning of our session and they're like
okay.
bringing it back. like a
Wow.
comedy team. They're like, it's a bring back. We're calling it back.
Wow, that is
So
so interesting. Wow. Yep.
you resonate?
Oh, yes. Yep.
Yeah. So, forgiveness is for us. We're never going to change the people who hurt us. We can pray for them though. But remember,
Hmm.
Jesus says you have to pray every day, right? What was it, like 70 times 1,000? Or I can't remember the number. I have it written down.
Yeah.
So it's numbers again. I'm just like,
Numbers again. Yeah, I hear you.
yeah. But it's like 70 times 70 or whatever it was, that we have to forgive. So it's about releasing your need for things to have been different.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Because I just tuned into your angels and they showed me this like little girl in you. It was just like attachment theory. Like you had expectations. Remember, I said you didn't have any expectations for your session today because I felt that. But
Hmm.
when it comes to your dad, your father, I saw this little girl just being like, oh, I just hope you could be different.
Right. Yeah.
Like they showed me that energy. And so now it's just about turning inwards to that, I don't know, 7-year-old child is coming up.
Okay.
Does that resonate for you?
Yeah. Yeah, actually it does. Yeah.
Perfect. So, your angels know that that's the time of conception when we started to unforgive him, when we started to have that resentment energy. So just go to her right now and just ask her, like, what is it that you need?
Just
And
go to, yeah.
yeah,
Sorry,
like if
just go to, yeah,
yeah, like just go into like your vision of
my
her.
inner, my
Yeah, do
inner
you remember
child and
your inner child? And just like if
right.
you to sort of like paint a picture of her in your mind's eye.
Yeah.
What do you observe about her emotions, eyes, her face, what is like the emotion in her body kind of telling you?
Yeah. Always very shy and timid.
Mm-hmm. And what
Um,
were her issues at that time with your dad? Do you recall or can you sense?
Not 100%. I just know that I was always kind of scared of him. He always had a temper, so I think I was kind of scared of him. But I don't, yeah, there's times I try to think back and nothing real clear comes through. But the age of 7, yeah, I can kind of,
And was there something about the thumping of the steps?
oh, that's interesting. Wow. That's bizarre. That brings me back to when I lived, yeah, I was in my teens. I remember that. Wow.
That just came through
Yep.
as I was
That
putting on
is so,
lipstick. Very
yeah.
inappropriate.
Right. That is very bizarre. Holy, yes.
Because
And
they just make me
I
hear like
remember
the
that.
thump, 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 thump,
Yeah. Yep.
right?
Hmm.
Symbolizing, dad was mad, he was drinking,
Yep.
he would come up those steps, and then we're in for it, right?
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
what Michael just showed me is that shook your sense of security. Because they
Hmm.
just showed me like you sitting on like a step, it was a transparent step, and then him thumping up the stairs just shook your world, shook your sense of
Yeah.
safety. So know that Archangel Michael is stepping forward and he's like, Charlene, like I'm here to protect you, you can call upon me at any time.
Okay.
Right. So it's
Yeah.
just about inviting him in. He can give you messages, but he can also give you protection.
Okay.
Okay. So it's just like, thank you, Archangel Michael, that you're around me. Thank you that you are um protecting me. You know what's really interesting? I just heard. This is so weird. Normally, when I talk to people who have like recovery from PTSD or healing from trauma, they have to
Yeah.
go all these steps, but that's not the case with you.
Oh,
It's like,
wow.
yeah, you have to clear your field, work on feeling safe, calling on the angels, but then you leap into Christ consciousness, which is this like extremely evolved level of awareness that one can have where you're in touch with insight, you're in touch with service, you're in touch with your authentic God self. And I think I go back to what you said and I consider how you said you're so open to spirituality. And I wonder if that's what opened the door.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because I'm nosy again and I'm going to your angels like, why is she working on her evolution at this point in her life? And they just said, because she opened the door. And then they just had me look at the clock, which says 444 right now,
Okay. Oh, it
which
does.
is,
Okay.
yeah, which is my symbol for the angels are with you. So I guess what is coming forward is like personal self-growth. You have asked for healing. You've asked to be on this spiritual path, and your angels are around you.
That's awesome. Yes, very neat.
And they said that they're supporting you to work on this evolution. So do you know what your life's purpose is?
No, I'm still working on that. Yeah, that's the one I'm kind of struggle with, but I'm really trying to be more intuitive, and I'm really trying to work more on that because I think I've just never really listened to my intuition.
I mean, for me, I think
Mm.
it's teacher, but I'm going to shuffle my life purpose oracle cards.
Okay.
6566, I mean, that's release worries about money.
Okay.
And, you have been through some difficult times. There have been a lot of restrictions in your life, but as soon as you dip into service, that's sort of like when we start to clear those karmic
Okay.
and move into credits. Okay. I just I did see the teacher like in in terms of you learning. So there is like a learning reference in here. But when I asked like what is your purpose in life, you did pull the healer card.
Okay.
That's my symbol for your natural born healer. You've come here on earth at this time to help other people to heal through light and love. And it's important to know that when you do step into your life's purpose, that all of your needs will be provided for, because sometimes we don't want to step out into our life's purpose because we're worried about money. Like, well, if I quit that job or if I change my career and I follow that insight and I become this Reiki healer, Reiki master, or intuitive artist, that somehow I won't have any money. And Archangel Michael says that's wrong. That is, you're actually guaranteed to have money and all of your needs met as you support other people to heal.
Okay. That's good to know.
Oh, the teaching card is on the top of your deck, actually.
Oh, really? Oh, neat.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
both. So that's both. Okay.
Okay.
So teacher was
Okay.
there. I picked that up in your numbers, and then healer as well, which I did not pick up on that psychically. So I'm glad I pulled those cards. Um, I feel like the priority is you need to heal your dizziness.
Okay. All right. And so you were saying that was with my chakra,
Your crown chakra.
my
Yeah,
crown
like
chakra that
yeah, the
yeah.
one like around here, you can visualize
Yes.
Michael pouring his violet light, just melting the energy, right?
Okay.
And then melt your feelings, talk to a counselor. I really think
Yeah.
that would be beneficial.
That would okay. Yeah.
Talk about your daddy issues.
Yeah, yeah, exactly right. So my husband always says those daddy issues.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
girl has them. It's normal.
Yeah.
Have you thought of getting a different physician though?
No, actually, I've had a few different family physicians and circle back to one that I had prior because I think he's so good. He's been and so recently just yeah started seeing him again. So I wonder if
Okay,
that's
so
just
that's what the
yeah.
change
I
was.
bet you maybe yeah because I yeah he's thank goodness he's so amazing. So it's hard to find good doctors these days. I'm just glad that
It is. It is.
yeah
It really is, because to find somebody with bedside manner and somebody who cares
yes
and isn't just going to
absolutely
get you out the door as quick as
yeah.
possible.
Exactly. So yeah, he's really good and he's listens to me and he's really been trying to work with me on different because I feel like with just these different health issues, just the tiredness and and I'm not one to take a lot of medication. So if I can take more natural stuff or this or that, right? So and the sleeping thing, which that's been a thing forever too, that I don't sleep well. And so it's kind of like a
Hmm.
on that hamster wheel. So just keep going around and around on that. And but anyways, we kind of seem to be
Speaking of
scratching the
sleeping, I
surface.
feel like when you exercise, then you have a better sleep.
Yes. And see, that's the thing, right? You're tired. You know you should need to exercise, but then I'm tired. But then if I force myself, at
Yeah,
least I can force myself to get out for a walk usually.
yeah, I was
And
just
get
gonna
back.
say you should just go out for a walk, even if it's like
Yes,
give yourself like
thankfully,
a 10 minutes.
yeah,
Do you nap during the day?
I do fair bit sometimes when I can. Yes.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
saw that. Because what I
Yeah.
was told is like have your nap first and
Okay.
then have
Yeah.
something to eat and then go for your walk and just make sure you get that sunshine, that vitamin D and B.
Yes.
Oh, you
Yeah.
need
That's
vitamin B? Are you not getting enough vitamin B?
I've been just recently taking it
Oh,
actually.
you've
So
been
that
recently taking it.
yeah, not too
Yeah.
long ago as well. It was recommended to me. I went to the acupuncturist and she said, yeah, it's so good. You probably because I was telling her I was tired and she said take the B and the B6,
Yeah.
B12. So yeah.
Yeah. I just heard that. And like
Yeah.
eating organic foods is gonna be
Okay.
helpful. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Typically corn, grapes are gonna be helpful for you, but also strawberries.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Getting those live foods with those live
Yeah.
light in them and the color and
Right. Okay. And the
just to kind of
apples.
put that light back in. Oh yeah, I totally forgot because when I channel something, they swipe
Yeah.
me.
Right.
Like it's gone. It's like I've
It's
said
gone.
it
Yeah.
and then yeah,
Yeah.
so
You're
funny. But
reset.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So and then how do you connect to allergies?
Don't have any that I'm aware of. Like I said, I just well, it was literally last week when I had this nagging headache for a few days, and my doctor said he said it was a sinus infection, so he's given me some nasal spray, and that seems to be doing the trick. So, but other than that, I'm not aware of any allergies.
Yeah, there's a sense where there might be a bit of adrenal fatigue
That would make okay. Yeah.
with all like the other people's energy. And how I got to say that was Raphael had said she needs spirulina.
Oh, okay.
And I said, why is that? And he said it would just help her liver. She has like a little bit of adrenal fatigue from like
Yeah.
other people's energy that she's absorbed. And Reiki would be really good for your system.
Okay. Okay.
Like whether you get Reiki from other people and if you could join a club. There's a sense where like if there's a club, are you in Calgary, by the way?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know like there are healing groups that meet at different churches or community centers, and then they
Right.
exchange that healing with each other would be
Right.
super positive for you because you need to shield and clear your energy. I just want to, I quickly
That's
change the subject because they
okay.
do. Um,
Yeah.
it's
That's
it's because how that happened was I saw myself in a room full of other healers and I went, wait, she hasn't shielded first. Because when you take a Reiki class, they don't teach you to work with your,
okay.
and only when you take healing touch and you get up to like level 6 or 7, they teach you how to shield with your angels. So I want to teach you that right now is so ask Archangel Michael to shield you. Like first you have to clear with a violet flame,
Yeah.
right? Because you don't want to lock in the energy that you've absorbed.
Right. Okay.
But we're not going to do it now because I want you to really work with that violet flame for like half an hour
Okay.
the first time and then like just lie down on your bed and like bring in the angels and have them clear you. There's a ton of violet flame free meditations on YouTube you could
I
listen
was
to.
going to say, yeah, that would be
Oh yeah.
so
Melanie
okay.
Beckler has a really good one I recommend.
Okay.
Um and then once you've done that, then you ask Michael to put you in like a bubble of purple
Okay.
light and just so that all that negative energy will bounce off of you. All healers need to do that before they step into a session.
Okay.
So that whatever you're still going to feel your client's energy or your recipient if you're just doing practicing for a couple of years before you go professional or whatever. Um,
Right.
and then clear. So then you ask Michael to clear you after the session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I've only taken Reiki level 1, and that was back in the
Oh, you
spring.
have?
I have actually. Yeah, that was back in the spring, and I haven't continued because I just didn't know if it's my thing yet. So I've been trying to, again, got so many things I seem to want to do everything all at once, right? That's just kind of my nature, right? I want to do this and I want to do that. And I just haven't really been able to concentrate more on that. But yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
did take the level 1 of that. So
That's so funny because when I was talking to you about the Reiki, I just like assumed that you do Reiki and there you go.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Amazing. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it all makes sense for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean,
'Cause-
know that I'm channeling your angels' suggestions and energy. I feel, Charlene, like your reading today was about you have a connection already. Like, because I felt like this was so easy to come into your energy to read you. It felt
Oh,
like I was in a way in my own energy in terms of like you're very calm, you're a light worker, you have an open heart. You just have to, I think,
interesting.
heal your energy a little because you've absorbed
Okay.
stuff and heal those headaches by forgiving your dad.
Okay.
I'm also open to any questions that you have. I'm not
Um, can you bring any loved ones through for me? Are you getting any messages from, I have in particular, one in particular that I'm hoping. And that's why maybe that's why the whole spiritual thing that I've been learning, trying to connect
who
and get.
smoked? Who smoked?
I had a father-in-law.
Yeah. Because I saw a man and I was like, I can barely see you because there's so much smoke around you.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm doing that on purpose so that you know it's me.
Okay. Yeah.
So he steps forward and he was kind of tough, but had a sense of humor because he just punched me in the shoulder and he's like, how you doing? That
Yeah.
was his person.
Yeah. That would be him.
Yeah. I was like, you're a rough guy. Are you Albertan? Did you drive a pickup truck? Like, no. And then he punched me again. And how do you connect to a deer? Was there something about a deer? Did he hit a deer or did he hunt deer?
No, that's a sign that I asked, not him in particular, but another loved one. That was a sign I was been asking that I had asked. Yeah, so that's interesting.
Did you say if you come through the reading, show me a picture of a deer?
Not today so much. No, a while back I did. Yeah,
Hmm.
so that's
Goosebumps.
got to be, yeah, that's very
'Cause
neat.
that was the next image that I got was an image of a deer. And this was a female, correct?
No, it wasn't male.
The deer
Like
was
the
female though?
Oh, I'm sorry, the deer was female.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yes, sorry.
Okay. Because I was like, she doesn't have any horns or anything. Like, this is a female deer. This is like Bambi.
Oh, it's like Bambi. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as the spirit though, so I'm seeing somebody like I want to say kind of handsome, brown hair.
Yeah.
You understand who this is? And did he
Hmm.
always wear like a zip up jacket?
Yeah.
Because that's what he's showing me. And he just said, "Hey, buddy." So this was an old friend, correct?
No, the one I'm looking for. It would be my son that passed 18 months ago.
Oh my God. I'm very sorry for your loss.
Yeah. And
Did
so
he
his
call
my
you buddy though, or was that something that he said? Because I heard him say buddy.
really. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, he might have. I don't know. It was always Ma or something, but
interesting.
yeah,
What's his name?
Cole.
He's doing it again. Oh, he's saying it to me. Sorry. He's calling me buddy. Sorry.
That's all right.
Because I was just like, why did you call your mom buddy? That's
Yeah,
strange.
I don't
He
think
said
I
I
remember
wasn't.
his.
He said, I'm calling you buddy. I'm like, and I said, and you know what? You know why he just said that? He said, because I was flirting with him, which I was.
Aw.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Because I was like, because I said, oh, you're kind of cute.
Yeah, she very much so. Very handsome, 6'5", brown hair.
Yeah,
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, he
yeah, beautiful. And he friend zoned me right away.
oh,
Put
aw,
me in the friend zone.
that's awesome.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So that's
That's
why he called me buddy and not you. Got it.
okay. That would make sense.
Perfect. Okay, glad we're
Yeah,
clear with that. He just said I'm okay now. So he
yeah,
said you were worried that
yeah.
he was not in the right place.
It was sudden, so we had no idea it was an accident. So obviously you can only imagine when it just your life just got turned upside down and in moments. And so yeah, there was always right. And that was the thing that I grew up with a certain religious background, but I just remember just did not know like where did he go? Where do we go? So that's why I dived so
That's why
much into
he's
this whole
saying that.
spiritual, this afterlife and knowing that they are still around us, that we are, our souls are eternal. And I've had lots of different signs from him and stuff. I just haven't been able to get that, kind of the communication. I know I know that takes time and working on that. And likely, like, as you said, it's a lot of me I have to work on too, right? And just clearing my aura and everything else. So, yeah, that's just my hope that I can. I heard clearly him say mom to me months after he passed. I did get that, but I haven't been able to. And lately it's been very quiet lately. And I don't know if that is true what they say, that sometimes, well, now when they pass over and they now have their life over there and they are busy doing their, and there's, right?
I
So,
just wrote down on the very bottom, he's busy.
oh my goodness. Oh my
Because I
goodness.
asked him, how come you haven't talked to your mother lately? What's the matter with you? And he
Yeah.
said, I've been busy. He said,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
learning here on the other side. I'm not
Yeah.
Italian. I just do different accents. Fun. Can do
Oh,
that and, some East Indian accents, and not my own culture though, just other people's. It's weird.
right.
Half Dutch, and I can't do a Dutch accent to save my life. But
Well, see, that's what my father-in-law there in spirit, and that's my husband's Dutch. So,
crazy because I was told to bring that up to you. I
yes.
never tell people that I'm
Oh,
Dutch for obvious
yep.
reasons.
Yep. My husband and the boys, I have another son here on this side, and they both were so proud of their Dutch heritage. And
Oh yeah, Dutch people love to tell other people that they're
yes,
Dutch.
you're
I
not
caught my
much
mom
if
at
you're not
Costco one
Dutch.
day. Yeah, if you're not Dutch, you're not much. My grandpa
Yep.
used to say that, my opa.
Yes. Yes. That's
Oh, that's
interesting. That's very cool. Yes.
oh my God. Yeah, so he's been busy, and spirit there's no way that he could come through and communicate in the clear and the calm way, because I feel like he's very calm, if he was not with God.
Okay.
So know
Right.
that his soul is at peace and he's with God.
Yes.
He's doing God's work on the other side. And I actually see him working with children.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful soul.
He just said to me, you feel like you're all by yourself.
Yeah, I do. It's been a
Said
lonely
he
journey.
just took your hand and he said, I love you, mom. And he just knelt down beside you. And he said, I'm never far away. He says, you can call on me, but I just heard him say, he goes, you think you're bothering me.
Yeah, sometimes I do. Yeah. Yeah.
Please know that you're never bothering me. And I can, my soul can travel at the speed of light.
Awesome.
And he said, there's no time here. So if
Right.
you took me away for even like what would be hours for you, I'd be back a second later on the other side.
Right.
So know that he doesn't, pardon me. I don't know why I'm so gassy today. Sorry. Being in your 40s.
I
Woo!
don't know. That's
I'm like,
funny
you
because I
can,
have been too. So maybe that's why you're getting that too.
right? I said I'm
Oh,
still
goodness.
processing your emotions. So
I was gonna say
not
that's
always
an
food
age thing.
choices.
Oh, that's too funny. Oh my goodness.
I mean, the dizziness and stuff, the messages not coming through as clearly, that's about you opening up your connection to the divine, right? The crown chakra is our connection to the divine. So it's about like forgiving your dad, connecting with your son, like everything in the crown chakra area is going to make your dizziness go away. But
Okay.
losing a child, like I'm so sorry for your loss. I've also
Yeah.
lost a child and I understand.
Oh my
I
goodness.
I understand.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
understand.
and I
And it's
think only those that have gone through it, I truly believe they're the only ones that really understand. So I'm trying to, I guess, find my tribe. And I have been thankfully I was able to meet one other mom. She lost her son literally within 4 days when I lost Cole. And we have been such good friends. She unfortunately doesn't live here in Calgary, but we have connected. And it's just finding those ones that you can connect and just get each other because it's just such a brutal, brutal journey. And,
it is.
it affects the dynamics of our family. Thank goodness. My husband and I have a strong, relationship, but we have our other son too. And, it's so hard that he lost his brother and he was only 19 at the time. So so when you say take that all on, right, you're taking on their, trying to help them where I say
That's
I can't. I'm trying to fix myself and take their energy on and make sure we're all good. And yeah, it's a lonely, difficult journey. I can say that for sure.
yeah.
And our society is just so grief illiterate. It's just been unbelievable how I've been treated and how people say things, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like, it's gotten better, I think, because I've gotten better as I've gone. You're so raw in the beginning, right? And people will just say
Yes.
things, you just lose your shit because you're like, you couldn't honestly compare my son to you losing your dog or your 90-year-old grandmother, or
No,
it's like, I
no.
get that it hurts. I'm not trying to be insensitive, of course, but my God, my son was
It's
23 and had his whole life ahead of him. And, I mean, seriously, but
And also,
yeah,
he wants to acknowledge that it was his time because he said,
yeah,
"Dude, this is the freak thing. Was there like a freak accident or like a freak some like energy to it?" Because he goes, "This is the thing that you need to tell my mom." He's like, "It was such a freak accident, and like I
yes,
didn't even know at first how I died or that I died. Like everything happened so
quickly.
quickly, and then everything became clear so quickly."
Okay. Yep.
So it's like he's like, I quickly went to the other side. And there's this quick, he's really emphasizing the quick. So that is letting me think that you worried if he suffered. And
Yeah.
he's did
Yeah.
not.
Thank
He
God.
did not. He didn't. He goes, Mom, I didn't feel a thing.
Thank goodness, because we weren't there at the time, and that's the hardest thing for me, right?
I
But
didn't. The next thing I knew, I was in this white space. I didn't even feel anything. Please don't worry about me. And please don't remember how I died.
I know I keep trying to say, you just gotta block that thought out, or you keep going down that road because I can't help it. Like, even if I hear sirens, and literally wasn't there at the time of the scene, but it's
Please
just those
release
things.
guilt.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you could have done to prevent my death. It was my time to go.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
where would the burden have lied had you been around me?
Right. Yeah.
You understand that?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I died because it was my time to go and I'm supposed to help with children. He keeps talking about children.
Oh,
So he's
okay.
like light worker children, indigo children. Like he's got like a duality to him. Like he's also helping people in the physical world, he shows me.
Okay.
Was your son an angel actually? Like an earth angel? Did you call him that or did you suspect that?
I suspect that sometime. Yeah, after his passing, my parents said that it's interesting how we did say that. Even my parents said that we believe that
Did you just
he
get the
was.
goosebumps?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was his soul passing through you and
Wow.
validating that that is true. He
Yeah.
said he was with us for a short time, but that was his contract with God. And he's doing God's work.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so amazing. Well, thank you. That just brings me so much comfort because it's just, yeah, I believe, but then you always have that doubt and you're like, yeah, it doesn't replace them being here physically, but just to know that one day we'll be together again, and that he's around.
He'll be there to greet you on the other side. You wondering
I
about
know.
that. He heard that.
Oh, he better be.
So your son is a true angel.
Yeah, well,
Maybe
he
that's why
was.
he calls me buddy. Okay. It's all
Yeah,
making sense now, the buddy reference.
yeah. He was
I
just,
will
he
not let
was
it
one of
go.
those. Yeah, and he just was, we all try to say, I mean, no, none of us are perfect, and we always put our kids up on that pedestal, but he just, yeah, after he passed, it's interesting, we just said, man, he didn't have a mean bone in his body. Like, he just,
He was an angel.
such an amazing soul. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Wow.
sometimes we are blessed with earth angel children. And
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's compensation for our parents, but sometimes it can be. But
Yeah.
I feel bad saying that, but I mean, it's the spirit of God, right? And I mean, we
Yeah.
get what we need.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes, being raised by alcoholic fathers can be stories that we need to give other people strength.
Right.
The
Yeah.
tests become our testimonies, and so strength is always being deposited in us through every
Yes.
through every experience that we go through. And your son just said to me, you get to live your purpose, Mom. don't
Yes.
don't allow your grieving for me and your feelings about me um to he's like, I'm supporting you. He's like, don't hold yourself back, is sort of the way that that comes through. Like, go help other people, Mom, like you've always done.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you always used to help people too? Because he just said, as you've always
Yeah.
understand that.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
And was there something about
Oh,
grandchildren? Do you kick yourself and go like, I wish he would have procreated because I really wanted him to have
yes.
grandchildren? I just heard that.
He had a he had a beautiful girlfriend, and well, she's slowly not in our life as much. She's been around so much since his passing. And my husband and I said so many times, oh, they would have made the most beautiful babies. They were, and she's another beautiful soul. And yeah, so we did mention that many times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he appreciates how you embraced her, part
Yes.
of the family. And,
Yeah.
he does show me that you will have grandchildren, but know that his energy will also be there as a part of them.
Awesome.
He'll be
Yeah.
there to help guide them through.
I told my other son he has to have one that looks like Cole. He has to bring me a boy that looks like Cole, because Cole was even he was just a beautiful child all around. Not that my other child isn't, not that my other son isn't, but I meant even look wise, he was just the cutest little blonde kid. He
I
was just
know, humans and angels, there's no comparison. Come on.
yeah, yeah,
I
that's right.
understand. They have a glow, they have a halo. I mean, it's very
That's
attractive.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
But just know that he will be coming through the
Yeah.
grands and supporting
Um,
that transition of the
yeah.
new soul and everything. So it's like when you hold your grandchild, you
Yeah.
will feel the soul of your son.
Wow.
You just
Okay.
get the shivers again.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Just as long as
Confirmation what you're hearing is true. Whenever you get the goosebumps, what you're hearing
I
is true.
know. Yes, that is so neat. Yeah.
So I feel like your son left you with a very beautiful message, that message. So we will end there. And I
Okay.
just thank you so much for letting me talk to your loved ones today. Your son did an amazing job of validating his presence, despite putting me in the friend zone. And not that I have crushes on spirit, although it would be completely out of my realm, right? I am a psychic, so I can have crushes on
Yes.
spirit, right? You don't mind if I have a crush on your son.
No.